Hey everyone, Wes here for Family Gamer TV with the latest in our What We Know series for Disney Infinity 2.0. There were some big reveals over the last couple of weeks, and none more so than Stitch and Tinkerbell. Yes, those two classic Disney characters will be playable in the new game, and along with images of the characters, we also got a new trailer. So let's take a look at that and see what we can see inside. So the first thing we see is Stitch rolling through the environment and using that ability to knock over enemies. And as always, as mischievous and naughty as you would expect. Then it's a little clip of Tinkerbell using some magic powers to take down an enemy. Before we see Stitch flying through the environment with the Condor Man wings. And let's stop things here, because next up we see Stitch and Jack Sparrow on a flying bed. What could that be? Well, for those of you well versed in Disney history, that'll be the bed from Bedknobs and Broomsticks, a very, very old Disney film. We also get to see Stitch dual wielding weapons, so that's a new addition in 2.0, the ability to have two weapons at once, and a Darkwing Duck bike. Next up we get to see Tinkerbell in action with a weapon from Gravity Falls, an animated series on the Disney Channel. More action with Stitch and showing off one of his jumping powers before my favourite bit, a Tron light cycle. I love a bit of Tron and I'm glad to see that in here. Now we end with these wonderful paint guns. So our characters have the ability to paint the environment with paintball weapons, or well, something akin to that as well. So now there's even more customization in Disney Infinity 2.0.
Create your own magical place in the toy box.
So that's the trailer. Hopefully we've given you a little bit of insight in there. One thing we forgot to mention was we also saw a motorbike with sidecar. That's also from Bedknobs and Broomsticks. But there's lots in there that gives us a hint at what's to come in Disney Infinity 2, and lots of exciting things, especially that paint gun. So before we move on from the Tinkerbell and Stitch news, it's also worth taking a look at the Disney Infinity website, where we can see some slight confirmation of one of our speculated things from earlier in this series of videos. So if you look at the website, you can see the Marvel superheroes branded as such, but also Disney Originals. So it looks like the regular Disney characters are now coming under this Disney Originals label, which gives credence to an earlier leak we had from Walmart, which suggested there would be a Disney Originals starter set. Now we still don't have details of that, and here we're looking close up at Tinkerbell, and you can see the figure in a bit of detail there as it spins around. You see all angles, which is nice, and they've got that for each of these characters. So we can look at Stitch, and we can see Stitch from all angles too, and Stitch really is a great character. You can see him stomping on a sandcastle on his base, which is just, the attention to detail is really great in these figures. It carries on from Disney Infinity 1, I mean the Rapunzel figure, the Anna and Elsa figures, just some great figures coming out of Disney. Let's have a look at Merida and Maleficent while we're here too. The hair on Merida is just brilliant. I know it's a stylized version of what you see in the film, but it's just brilliant. I do love the style of the Disney Infinity figures. I know to some people it's not quite what they want because they want the original thing, but I like these reworkings. And last but not least, Maleficent, the evil fairy. Looking very good, very Angelina Jolie-like. Apparently she had to have final sign-off on this figure to get it approved, and I'm glad she did. It's a very striking figure. It should be great to play with and look nice perched on your shelf at home, if you're an adult collector, that is. Now there's one lucky group of people who do actually own Tinkerbell figures now, and that's the attendees of Sweet Sweet 14. And thankfully for us at home, those attendees took some wonderful pictures while they were at the event. Here you can see a shot of all of the characters before we get a close-up of Tinkerbell in her box. I mean, this character is just gorgeous to look at. It looks like a proper, porcelain model almost that you would stand on your shelf just to admire. Stitch as well here, accompanying, and in close-up. The ears and the teeth are just so much character in this figure. And of course, not only were Tinkerbell and Stitch there, but we did get to see as well Maleficent, looking mightily evil, as we mentioned from the website, looking great. And Stitch there once again with Rapunzel and Elsa in the background. And another shot of Maleficent in the hand. So those lucky people at Sweet Sweet 14 in New York got to sample all of this stuff. But there's more Disney Infinity news on the horizon too. So staying on the Disney Originals theme, the latest rumour to hit the internet is that Aladdin will be the next Disney Originals figure for Disney Infinity 2.0 to be released. There was a leak that came via Vinylmation, but from the Toys R Us Toys database, of a single pack for Aladdin. Now, we have had a few mock-ups from fans in the past, and here you can see a wonderful Photoshop image of Aladdin and Jasmine in a playset together. It'd be great to get that, and you know, there's a big clamour to have more Disney princesses in the game. Maybe we'll get Jasmine to accompany Aladdin, who knows? But yes, look out for Aladdin in the future. We're pretty sure that this one's going to prove true. So moving away from Disney Infinity Originals, one thing we are anticipating very, very shortly is the news of Guardians of the Galaxy for Disney Infinity. Now, we've revealed in the past that Walmart are expecting there to be a Guardians of the Galaxy playset, and we now have an image of that playset with Star-Lord and Gamora. Now, obviously, they're only two of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but we've already seen Rocket Raccoon and Groot in the original Marvel trailer, so I would expect to get them. And we now have a picture of Drax in-game driving a car too. So pretty much nailed on. It's just about when we get the reveal now. But stay tuned to Family Gamer TV, because we'll bring you all of the information on Guardian of the Galaxy as soon as we get it, and hopefully we'll have some in-game footage too for you. So that's everything we've got on Disney Infinity 2.0 at the moment. Leave a comment and let us know what other characters you'd like to see in the game, and of course what power discs you want, what toy box games you want to see. What are you going to build? There's lots of hints at Disney Infinity Park content, Gravity Falls content, and more coming in Disney Infinity 2.0, and of course Guardians of the Galaxy. We're expecting that information soon, so stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video from us here at Family Gamer TV.